Right, now we're going to speed up the boot process to load that wipe image, and we're going to do that by using HTTP. Now TFTP is a simple protocol. It sort of does a block request, and when it receives it, it acknowledges it, and the server sends the next one. HTTP is much more, well, it's TCP instead of UDP, User Datagram Protocol, and this allows much more stuff to happen in parallel, including packets coming in the wrong order and being reassembled. And it is a lot quicker to do this. On Mint 21, Apache2 is already installed, and to configure it, you just go to Sites Enabled, and we put the DocumentRoot to our var server, which is where we're storing all the stuff. And we go to Apache2.conf, which is in etc, and change this so that we add directory.server, and the key thing is to require all granted. So that's Apache2 running. You can test it by going to here, or I've already done it, but there we go, and there's the default page which I copied from the original root of Apache, which was var www html. So I just copied that into server so we can have a look. So that's Apache working. Now just because it's a default doesn't necessarily mean it's the best one to go for. I prefer Nginx because well, we're talking about speed here. Apache, well, if you Google it, Apache appears to be better with a lot of users and a lot going on. Well, basically we've got very little going on here, just the occasional sort of request, and Nginx seems to be quicker to respond and deliver the page. So we're going to test that. Oh, incidentally, if you're going to install Nginx, simplicity itself, it's sudo apt-get as usual, install Nginx, and all you have to do is change sites enabled default to be the root of our server. Since we're going to test TFTP, we're going to have to install a client, and we do that with apt-get install ATFTP. That's a different flavor of TFTP. Now, although we're trying a couple of web servers, I would suggest you wouldn't bother testing a couple of TFTP servers, because there are other ones around. We're using TFTP-HPA. The test, which I'll put in the comments so that you can, along with the build, so that you can do the test yourself if you want to, is going to try and get the remote file initrd. That's the one that we want to speed up, using TFTP, Apache2 and Nginx. Now we've got two web servers running. We have to sort of stop one before we start the other one. So let's just run that and I'll just show you how that goes. Well, TFTP is going to take a while, so that took 15 seconds, and you can see that the web servers are taking half a second, 500 milliseconds, and you can actually see that Nginx, which is the second one, this one, is a little bit quicker. Now this is a sort of short circuit. The server's just feeding stuff out to the interface and bringing it back. When you're doing it over the network, I did try, and using TFTP takes 57 seconds, which is so long that most people probably think it's broken. Apache took 17 and Nginx took 14, which is why I think Nginx is the one to go for. And to make the boot use HTTP, we have to go into the grub.conf and put this in. That's HTTP of the IP address of our server. That's all you have to do to switch between using TFTP, which is the default, and HTTP, which is quicker. So having done that, you just saved it, yeah, okay. we'll just give it a shot. This is the one that we altered, so we'll kick that off, and you'll see it opening init-rd with HTTP, although it doesn't say so. Okay, so this is going to take about 14 seconds. Well, there you go. Went by now. Flashed, and there's the menu. So that's HTTP working, and we've considerably speeded up the boot time. Right, and that's it for today.